Well, welcome back to the beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana for the EDC World Championships, the no-cap singles final happening right here. Andrew Hammack, the hometown kid, taking on Fuquay Varina's best and Alex Spellman. I'm Sean Green, joined by Nick Dichiria. Nick, we're in for a doozy of a final here, bud.
We certainly are. And, in non-handicap tournaments, this would be a David versus Goliath final. I think this is Goliath versus Goliath final, considering how well Hammack's been throwing, and there's that handicap to help out.
Yeah, Hammack's handicap is going to make a big difference. You see Alex starting out at 569 versus the 501. And Hammack an average of 45, so Spellman's got to be pretty much perfect.
It's going to be in cricket that this will come into play more so, because it adds a bowl, right? Effectively, Spellman's going second. It adds a bowl. But in cricket is where it gets really interesting, because how efficient Andrew has been at finding the triple. And the fact is, he really had maybe one trebleless round in the last cricket game we saw him in.
Yeah.
I expect to see more of that here, but of course, Alex Spellman was dishing out masterclass cricket games earlier.
Again, just great darts right away from Hammack. Stays in the lead, pretty much has kept his handicap at this point.
Of course, Alex is going to be on close pursuit here to try to make sure this is taken away fundamentally. Does find a hat trick here. And so now Hammack, if he only gets 2 bowls, is not really enough to take advantage. He really has to start trying to get some power scoring in here, find 3 bowls on the visit, and get himself into range to check it out at 9. Does get a low ton here, but now if he hits a hat trick on his requisite next turn, it will leave him 138, which is not an easy checkout by any means.
Spellman is fine leaving the 162, I believe.
He should be.
Yeah. It's an out.
Yeah, well, and again, 138 is not necessarily going to be a perfect finish by any means, and that's if he hits all 3 bowls. If he hits 2 bowls and a decent fallout, it'll be an even harder finish. That's an awkward dart. Can he fit another one in? He can. That's an impressive last dart, too. So now 162 is going to be under some pressure here, Sean.
Yes. It's here we go. Trip, trip, trip. Not going to do it. You try to stay out 18s all the way.
And that is his preferred route on that one. My preferred route is missing the 20 into the 1.
So Hammack 138. You mentioned it. Not an easy shot. Bullseye, bullseye, double 19 should be the rest goes.
It's going to get a dart at it. Double 19. What a shot there from Andrew Hammack. 1-0 jump here. He had to throw the 12 darter to get that one. The only thing Alex could have done was, I don't know, throw a 9. Or hit his own 12, but you guys know what I meant.
Yeah. All right. Mark down the board.
And this is where it's going to be the game changer. But Alex played this so well going against Andrew in the previous time here. It's going to be about Alex continuing to get this massive point lead and taking chip shots away. And it's going to be about Hammack making sure that point lead does not get too far along.
Well, I like the 7 mark there from Hammack, and does give him the point lead. I almost would have preferred him to go 17s or 18s on that par 3.
I would agree with that one, but it was definitely a momentum shot. Like, he already had the rhythm into the segment. And, well, I'm a big believer of a triple one place is not necessarily triple somewhere else. And the fact is, he was just playing with rhythm there. Now, in this shot, I wouldn't mind after a start of the 19th to go for one of those switches, or to start on one of those switches.
Oh, look at this.
Ooh. But of course, it doesn't matter if you're just going to
Look at Alex. Alex just shrugs his shoulders. Like, that's all you can do here.
Yeah, well, because right now, Hammack's effectively playing him straight up with a slight boost with the handicap, 2 extra marks.
Yep.
Now Hammack can just go ahead and pop 2 18s and go on to the 17s here. This is where players make mistakes, where they would start pointing on the 19s here. And he's going to do that here. It's just risky. You're risking elongating the game, unless you just hit what you're aiming at every time. It doesn't matter if you're hitting what you're aiming at. And I will plead the 5th.
Hallelujah. Sure, that he's not going to talk anymore. So here we go. Spellman for the Niner. He was not calling for Milwaukee talking.
No, not at all. Did want that one on the collect here. Pop that 17 and then go ahead and grab that 19 just to guarantee you get the point lead. 19 first. Pops the 17 and then went to the 16s to try to get that big grab. Alex continuing to fight along here. Plenty of room in there if he wants it.
Oh, he wants it. Boom goes the dynamite, Alex Spellman.
Those placement of those darts were just absolutely incredible. Placing two on the bottom there, able to stack that third one right on top. You expected that last dart to go in just because of how well positioned his darts were.
You see the wry smile there from Andrew. He's down in points. Spellman's going to have the opportunity right here. And you see he's like, well, all right.
Does grab the 15s over to the 19s here. Has to stay now. He's not going to be happy with that, knowing that it's a 3 bowls and a double 15 on the shot here for Hammack.
And he thinks Hammack's going to hit this too. That's a lot of. He has a lot of respect for this player right now.
This is a quick 6-round game, 300 plus points, high standard.
Well, that was
in disbelief on that dart. I love to stay there. I think that that's the right decision. You're forcing Alex to just go ahead and try to load up on the 15s, and if he places an awkward dart, you can get away with it.
His demeanor's cracking me up right now, Spellman.
He has some goofy mannerisms for a guy that's awfully stoic. Oh, and of course, Max shot here does find a 3 in the bed.
I don't think he thinks it's enough. I think that's the funny part. He's like, all right, well, that's good. Here, watch this.
Well, that was the worst case scenario for Hammack staying on the Bulls there, was if Spellman hit a bed, and he did.
And he's not going to get the point lead. So Spellman 3 bowls away from winning this leg, take it to the last leg decider.
Yeah, good back and forth dichotomy in this one. And should be cleaning up on dart number 2 to make this one apiece here. And at a normal 6.26 average, I think Hammack probably shot around 5 something too.
Well, we're about to see it real quick.
Don't hit the button too fast. 4.86. How dare he? And that was because he hit a hat trick on the last to bring it down below a 5.
That's exactly what happened.
Great standard there. And just shows that when you're playing a handicap matchup like this, it's forcing Alex to focus on every single dart, I say, as he hits a trip 1.
And then a single 20?
It was, yeah, the single 20 was at least right in the wire. That trip 1 was off the margins for himself there, and his look of disgust was visceral.
Yeah, it was a fat trip 1.
Yeah. That's what they used to say about me.
When you were 9?
That's right.
That's not how math works.
Nope, that's not right.
Oh, that's so funny.
He did go one side of the board, but let's go ahead and get to that there. Hammack will get the start. More likely would choose to go first because he was competitive in the cricket game and he hit the big checkout in the 0-1 game. Should just choose first. He does. And of course, Spellman does choose cricket there, taking the elongated percentage game.
Let's see if Hammack tries the white horse scenario here. It wouldn't actually be considered a white horse in this situation.
He should. He will.
He does.
How about that? I don't care what you call it. That's a white horse where I'm from. Hiya!
Yeah, Spellman just basically it's a good game. Because he knows even 3 trip 17s.
I wouldn't quite say he's in GG's territory yet, but we'll have to see. Answers back with a 3 in the bed of his own.
Boom goes the dynamite back to back to start off this leg.
And Hammack has to keep his foot on the pedal here.
Again, 16s maybe? Yeah, he went 17s this time.
I'm okay with that just because that's a 5 mark.
Yep.
It's a standard shot there. The other option was the 16-15 and just try to close around. But boxing and Alex Spellman, he'll just continue to hammer away at the same number if you leave it.
Get 7. He looked at the camera. You see it? He gave like a, really?
Really? That's what's happening right now. Is there's a 49-point difference in this matchup. Hammack's going to want to go ahead and just try to stay true. Does find a trip 20 on the last, an 11-point differential, but Alex will get a little bit of ground back here.
Yeah, he tried to steal him.
Yeah, I mean, you have to try to steal at least one number there.
Goes right back. Luckily, he has bailout plans where he knows he's going to hit a 6 mark at least on the 6. Another 96 points added.
Does require a 5 mark on these numbers to get the point lead back. There's 3 of them. There's the other 3. And then pops single 16 there, won the trip. Alex is just frustrated in this situation. He's still talking to himself.
Yeah. Yeah. Will was quick to point out, I believe he said, I have nothing.
Does find 5 there. Hammack gonna just try to find a triple on the numbers here and then pop a single 16.
There's the triple on the number. Single 16, trip 15.
Of course it is.
Spellman's going to go to the double dip.
I mean, Hammack right now has to be shooting the high 5s to almost a 6 himself.
Spellman couldn't do nothing in this leg.
Yeah.
He did so much. He's going to throw a white horse here, ideally.
Yeah, it kind of chucks this one away knowing it's going to be going to the second set here, and Andrew Hammack needs to just continue to do what he's doing here.
Yeah, you notice that was not a frustration chuck away. It was more of a, I'm not going to waste the time.
Just conceding. That's all it was. I don't think it was conceded.
I have a feeling if Hammack would have missed that last ball out, it's going to hit the left.
5.67, and Alex Spellman shot pretty well himself there as well. That's
Yes, 6 point what? 8-3?
no, game 3 over on the other board there, but they're going to go ahead and get started in this next set right over here for this final.
They're doing the if I dip, you dip, we dip scenario here. Going for 2 scoops of ice cream is Andrew Hammack.
Yeah, 5.8 playing a 6.0, and you're spotting the 5.8 and mark down the board. Impressive stuff. Andrew, of course, finds a 140 on the diddle. He is locked in today, I'll tell you that much. You can see that's Bucky from Arachnid off over in the background here. Does shoot the bull for the 170 off diddle. You can see Bucky. That he works for Arachnid. He is him and Christian are the ones sent over to help set up the boards and network and help the tournament get going here. And I've been helping advise with the Tournament King bracket as well. So big shout out to them.
I really like his dad shoe New Balances.
I'll let him know he says that. He'll have to agree with you.
Yep. Comfy. He is wearing that for comfort. Patrick start for Alex Spellman.
You're telling me that man isn't wearing anything for style?
No, it's stylish, but let's be fair.
It's comfort. Why can't you have both?
You can. That's what hey dudes are. You've just got USA Darts to receive 0% off your hey dude purchases.
Yeah, it'll say code invalid, but we're working on it. We're calling them every day. So far, both players starting off with some perfection here. That's a little bit of an awkward dart. Flight pulled down, so it's a little bit easier to get in there now. And does find that double bull, uncrossed flights. That is 9 bulls a row in this one.
Hammack is just going to go low. Goes hat-trick, which is great. Spellman annoyed, but at the same time, he also knows that he should have the first look at a finish here. 119, which is ideal.
15 bulls in a row he just saw.
Yep.
If you guys are curious and think soft darts was easy, well, you try to hit 15 bulls.
We know it looks it right now. And this is why we'll always propose a split ball for the top level.
Oh, of course, as soon as we start talking about it.
But what do we say? In this format, it's about what you miss. It's not about what you hit.
Well, do you have some updates here for us right after this game concludes? Single 19. On to the bullseye here for Spellman. Oh, my goodness. What an unfortunate deflection. As he says, frick you, Dart. Frick you.
He did not say that. He said...
Say it.
All right.
Trip 20. Trip 12.
He did it. He went for it.
God, I'm so good at my job.
Trip 8.
No, 12. That was for the fans.
Spellman would have told you it's trip 8. He did that to me and then I busted. Double 16.
Oh no, double
Double
eight. Little hairy here.
He finds it. The Dark Gods, I've given the Dark God, take it away.
I'm just finally glad we got one trip 12 for the fan attempts this weekend.
That actually was called out right before it happened.
Oh my goodness. Looking at it, right now I just an update. We will not be able to get any more of the 50 cap as there's no in person left for that one. And then in the 40 cap right now, it looks like Lexi Major is going to be in the fourth place match. And the 70 cap singles, it's going to be Ronnie Dalio and Eric Holmes in the finals. I believe they're going to wait to start that until after this one is concluded. But we will get updates on that. And then the 60 cap, the final ace is in the finals there. We will be waiting to find out more from there. Alex Spellman starts off with a 7.
Which is not enough. He'll say that he needs 9s. Because Andrew's going to hit 9s. And I don't know how else to put that.
And this is going to be the most pedestrian turn we've seen out of him with just a 3 mark. Jeff saying, what the heck was Andy thinking going for trip 12? Way to go, Dum Dum. I've been calling trip 12 the whole time, but yeah,
It was for the fans, Jeff.
The fans. He's a man of the people.
7-7 open for Alex. Now it's actually in control a little bit of his leg.
Ironically enough, that trip 12 decision may potentially have cost them this match. Not necessarily just because of the fact that it wasn't really close to the trip 12.
It was a single 12.
Okay, it was a single 12, but it was just it wasn't necessarily close to the trip there. And Alex right now having control of this leg
Needs
might
a
take
9er.
us 2 straight.
Only a 7 again.
It looks like this is getting really hairy here. Finds the 6 mark for Hammack. Alex Spellman going to try to shut this one away here. Needs 4 on the 16s to get a shot at the 17s, though.
He just mouthed 57. That's how many points he's down. Now he's not down that many points anymore. I don't know if he... Yeah. He tried to make a decision. Do I go for the triple or do I go for the double? I like this. This girl is right there just trying to get on camera. Stand there. You're good. You're fine, dear.
Does only get a 12-point lead, though, so Alex Spellman with another opportunity here. These 17s will go away in this turn, but he wants to also push off enough where the that bonus mark in the 15 doesn't come into play.
Yep, and that's why you saw him go 15 as he laughs at it. The trip 10 is not a joking matter for him. Snarls and sets up. He's having so much fun.
Is that right? Well, 36 points is the difference here. Trip will get 6 points shy. Had to stay. I think he probably could have taken the look at the double 16 with the fact that he has the ball.
That's exactly what I would have said.
I think that's the only time I think I've truly have a question mark on one of Hammack's shots there. This could be a big 9. It is a big 9 from the Jackal.
Boom goes the dynamite. Alex Spellman. Hammack needs a miracle at this point.
And tries to move to the 16 there.
Spellman earned this victory. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, he had to work for it. And Hammack put up a heck of a fight. I mean, that first set was extremely convincing for the man. And it's showing why he has a talent feared with here. Alex Spellman does get it done 2-0 in the second set.
6-0. Alex Spellman.
And John Sites in the chat saying, would y'all be saying the same thing if Alex went trip 12? I don't think there's a problem going trip 12 versus the double 18 there for the record. And so I didn't have a problem with him shooting it. I just think the way he shot it in rhythm was just a little fast and a little off the margins. It was just about how he shot it, not why or where he shot it.
I've been doing commentary for a long time, and I have learned that there are about 3 people that you just don't question whatever they decide to do. Alex Spellman, Danny Baggish, and Alex Spellman. So I would fully trust him to take that trip. If he does trip 12, that means that was the right shot for him.